Calling all creators. I can use some help going down this Gypsy Rose Blanchard rabbit hole. I have made a list of all the possible parole violations I could think of. I'm asking if you all could help me in the comments and tell me if you know of any more. You don't have to be another content creator to help me out. I know there are many out there who have been researching this information for some time, though, so that's why I asked for the other creators to let me know what they think. Gypsy Rose Blanchard Parole Violations 1. Profiting off her mother's murder with money from documentaries, books, interviews, etc. This goes against the son of Sam Law. 2. Threatening people on the internet. She said to that one lady, "I live in Lake Charles. I bet you won't say it to my face." 3. Having many strikes against content creators because she doesn't like what they are saying about her. She has threatened the incomes of many of them. 4. One content creator, Nina the beauty influencer, Gypsy had fired from her job. Bry, another content creator, called Nina's work and said she was bullying Gypsy on the internet. They later called her Jobless Nina in a post. Nina is a single mother with 2 young children. 5. Her parole officer told her to stay off social media in one of the Life After Lockup episodes, but she continues to stay on it. 6. Having contact with Nicholas Godejohn indirectly. Again, her friend Bry had interviewed Nicholas's uncle on her broadcast. 7. When Gypsy said she doesn't associate herself as a murderer, she is going against her pleading guilty to murder in court. Isn't part of her plea deal accepting her responsibility in the crime? 8. Staying at Ken's house more than 2 days per week when she has been paroled to family. 9. Trying to take $12,000 from her and Ryan's joint account when she can't have that money until it is divided by the lawyers and their divorce is final. She wanted to buy Taylor Swift concert tickets. 10. Lying while under oath. There were many lies she told when she was on the witness stand for Nicholas's trial. 11. Being around alcoholic beverages in restaurants, bars, and at the LSU game. 12. Contacting Amelia Bird by texting her using Ryan's phone. She isn't to be in contact with anyone at the prison. If you can think of any more possible violations, please let me know in the comments. Also, does anyone know if Gypsy's parole officer is in Louisiana or Missouri, or does she have a parole officer in each state? Another question. Gypsy's whole plea deal was saying that she suffered under her mother who had Munchausen by proxy. The lawyer said D.D. Blanchard had it. The doctors never diagnosed her with it. We all have said D.D. was malingering and didn't abuse Gypsy. So the lawyer gave Gypsy a way out that wasn't true. How is this right? How can this be looked into again? Munchausen by proxy was never what D.D. Blanchard was diagnosed with. She didn't give Gypsy too much medication. All the medicines in the cabinet at the crime scene were mostly over-the-counter medicines, or unopened medicines, or medicines for Dee and not for Gypsy. These are the 3 diagnoses the courts should have looked into. 1. Malingering, Dee Blanchard, the act of intentionally faking or exaggerating physical or psychological symptoms to gain a desired outcome. The outcome can be financial, emotional, or revenge-oriented, or it can be to avoid responsibility. 2. Microdeletion 1q21.1. Gypsy Rose Blanchard was diagnosed with this, and all her surgeries were because of the effects from this chromosome disorder. The only things she didn't have was cancer and to always be in the wheelchair. 2. Autism spectrum disorder. Nicholas Godejohn was diagnosed with this and was receiving disability checks. However, in court, they never once took into consideration that he could have been easily manipulated and even framed because of his condition. Please let me know in the comments where we send complaints. Which state has her parole officer, and what is the address? Is it Louisiana or Missouri? Also, once we know the more letters written, the better. The Menendez brothers may be released soon because many people wrote to the authorities asking for their release. So don't underestimate what your letters, emails, phone calls, etc. can do. Thank you, everyone. We are all making a difference.